What if I told you that your brain is not working for you right now? It's working against you. Every negative thought, every excuse, every moment of self-doubt, that's not weakness, that's wiring, and wiring can be changed. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to rewire your brain for success. Not motivation, not hype. Actual science-backed steps that work. Stay with me. The first thing you need to understand is that your brain is not designed for success. It's designed for survival. It wants you safe, comfortable, predictable. Every time you try something new, take a risk, or push past your limits, your brain sends a signal. Danger, stop, go back. That signal feels like fear, like doubt, like the voice that says you're not ready. But here's what that voice actually is. It's just an old habit. And habits can be broken. Science calls it neuroplasticity, which is just a fancy word for something incredible. Your brain can change at any age, at any point in your life. Every thought you think, every action you take, every habit you build physically rewires your brain. New pathways form, old ones weaken. The brain you have today is not the brain you have to keep. You can literally think your way into a different person, but only if you know how. Your brain becomes what you feed it. That's not a metaphor, it's neuroscience. If you spend 3 hours a day consuming drama, negativity, and mindless content, your brain builds pathways around drama, negativity, and mindlessness. If you spend even 30 minutes a day reading, learning, or listening to something that challenges you, your brain builds pathways around growth. You don't have to consume perfectly, just consume intentionally. One podcast, one chapter, one video that makes you think differently. That's enough to start shifting the wiring. Here's one of the biggest rewiring shifts you can make. Change how your brain processes failure. Right now, your brain probably sees failure as a stop sign, as evidence that you're not good enough, that you should quit. But every person who ever built something real trained their brain to see failure differently, as data, as feedback, as proof that they're in the game. The brain that fears failure stays small. The brain that uses failure gets unstoppable. Next time something goes wrong, ask one question. What did I just learn? That question alone rewires everything. New wiring doesn't come from one big moment. It comes from small, repeated actions. Every time you do the hard thing when you don't feel like it, the pathway gets stronger. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, the pathway gets stronger. Every time you show up even when nobody is watching, the pathway gets stronger. This is why consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need to go hard for 1 week. You need to show up every day for 1 year. That's how rewiring actually works. So here's your takeaway. Your brain is not your enemy. It's just untrained. And training it starts with small daily decisions. Own your morning. Feed it with intention. Reframe your failures and show up consistently even when it's hard. Do these 4 things every day for the next 90 days. And I promise you, you will not recognize the person looking back at you in the mirror. The brain you want is already inside you. You just have to build it. Start today, not tomorrow, today.